When I was 2 years old, my dad walked out on my mom and I, which left her to raise me on her own. She worked a lot to support us and leaned on her mother and her stepfather for childcare. Little did she know, though, she was placing me in the hands of a pedophile. My name is Shannon Salend, and this is my story. Most of it started around the age of 5. He would molest and rape me on a regular basis. Around the age of 10 is when there was a lot of changes in my life. My mom met this guy. They started dating and they hit it off, and we all moved in together, and I was so happy because I felt like finally I had the family that I wanted to have. And I started to notice holes in the walls. There was a lot of screaming and yelling going on. I didn't really know what was going on. It wasn't until I saw my mom crying, and it was a different cry. She was really worried and concerned. She was 7 months pregnant, and he had punched her in the stomach. And that's when I realized that even home wasn't safe. I didn't feel like I had anywhere safe. Even though I was spending less time around my grandfather, the time I was spending at home, I was dealing with the fighting. And I made a decision to insert myself into the arguing and draw the attention away from my mom, because I figured the more time he spent yelling at me and hitting on me was less time he spent yelling at my mom and hitting my mom. They shortly after got married, and my mom and my aunt, they were talking, and they were finally figured out there was something wrong. There was a reason why I would get so upset at my grandmother's house, or at my grandparents' house, because I loved my grandmother dearly. Still do. She's everything to me. But my mom took me for a ride, and she asked me if Grandpa had ever touched me, and I couldn't even speak. I just cried. I spent my 11th birthday in children's services, getting examined and interviewed. My grandmother got divorced immediately, and he fled. And it's a hard story to tell. It's still very painful, very fresh to me, even though it's been quite a few years now. But God had placed some very good people in my life, one of them being Danny. He helped me through it a lot. It was hard, but I really feel that God placed him in my life to show me that not all men are like that. There is good ones. But I really feel that I experienced those things in my life to be there to help others. That God wants me to use my pain to be there to support others. To tell them it's gonna be okay. I really feel that that's what God's leading me to do.